I think it's safe to rest here now.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. Wow! Thank you. What? Great!
Yeah.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well... if you say...
Посмотрите, может, какая новая броня появилась.
So, let me see, yes, you're in well, all right?
If only your brain could keep up with your... mouth.
Подумай. Ну чё? Ну это, скорее всего, будет именно там.
Look lively! Who...
Mind if I join you, Law? Hey, Law. About what you said before.
When?
You were telling me how there were things you wished you could have asked your dad. If you want, you can always come to me with your questions.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Don't I already lean on you enough as it is?
Still, there's plenty you would want to ask him if he was still alive, right?
I mean, yeah, but... I think you'll have a hard time answering any of them, if I'm being honest.
How come?
I mean, the stuff I want to ask him about is, like... how he met my mom, and how he won her over. Stuff like that. Anyway, not really something you can help with, right?
You're right. Sorry, Law. I can't even begin to imagine how to help with that.
You're telling me. I just wish there was someone experienced I could ask about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was definitely that.
See you guys tomorrow. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Ah, Calaglia.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head too.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danon disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
No, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful. I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that...
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels! Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention. Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. We should be able to cook here.
It's quite hot here. The climate...
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law.
Да, вон они.
So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
I'll do my best! Pieces! Burn up!
Hear my call. Don't mind if I do.
It's time.
It'll
No further.
spread. It's a duel of the arts.
Make it rain! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
A chain between heaven and earth. Look shot.
We got fire.
I've got this.
You picked the wrong fight. All yours.
Make it rain!
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclops!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Go no further. It's mine. Don't mind if I do.
Look sharp!
Take this.
Breathing storm.
Rising Wyvern.
I tornado.
Are those rockets?
Finish it.
Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more. Shut.
Well done.
I'm not done.
It's almost too strong. That
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Take this!
Nothing gets by me!
Dance in the wind. You got time
Flame
to heal
inside me yearns to be let free.
A world in trouble! Tiger Blade!
Wind
Everything in armor is all
Do
mine!
it. Astral energy. Full throttle. Go.
An astral arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down. Finish it. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Here I go.
Now or never.
Be
still.
Take
this. Rising Falcon.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
That equipment should come in handy.
Carve through armor! Going in!
Come on!
Crawls up! Time to get out of the way!
Not today!
Glacial
Here.
Spear! Pierce evil!
Get on in there with the others.
Freeze Lancer!
I'll stop
Do
it!
it! Thank you. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll bash in there to
Do it! Glad you have your astral energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Denied!
Excited. Got you.
You're mine!
Here goes! Dance in the wind! Here comes a whirling trouble. Winds of heaven! Shattering
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Flying free! What can we to make it real?
This one's got your name on it!
To action!
Will this help?
The enemy wields arts too!
You'll soon see about that!
Ignite!
I never finish!
Okay, here I go!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement! And I'll stop your life!
Lightning lunar corruption! By the power of water! By the power
Rising
of
Falcon!
tempest whirl!
Make it rain!
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've been doing really great lately.
Out of our way! Not on my watch!
Lightning thrust! Rising
Banana,
Falcon!
let's go! Lightning strike! Lightning! They're hiding to take his armor! Eat this!
No! Make it rain!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
You want me? Come get me! No armor!
Never
Stop me! Remind me to stay on your good side.
Eternal devastation!
Back into the fray!
Swallow blade!
In here!
The flame
Oh, violent fire!
to be let free!
In here! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Will this help them? Not on my watch! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing sea of lightning!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
My face is starting to sting. My throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Sheila? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Armor won't save you! Prepare to be sealed!
No further! Here I come!
The bigger they are, the harder they fall!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Lead the enemy's arc to me.
No complaints here.
Air thrust.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Renwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Water after energy. Holy land.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Shattering them pieces!
Do it! Here's the roll!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
I can feel my power growing!
You have to aim for the bright area on their back.
This one's mine!
Anything in order is going.
I'll take you all on! Prepare to be sealed! In a bind, rising
Piercing roar!
In here.
Spicier than you look. Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my gun.
Sweet now. Mega ray. More for the stop. Whoa. Hey, when it is high.
Far enough!
A chain between.
Here, rock
Hurricane foot!
no further!
Take this!
I can carve through water!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Here I will take it.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look tough.
Inferno Club!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Когда хуже.
I won't forgive you! Oh, violent
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Sweet now.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Here, let me help.
Ready and rarely!
Here's a hit I never miss! Holy land!
Feast assault!
Ready!
Here, let me help! Far enough! Do it!
Flaming shield!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Far beyond the darkest shadow! I call upon
Hurricane
him!
strike!
Here I come!
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah,
This
you
one's
too.
mine!
Oh, violent
Reload! Finish it!
Crossblade! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We won that by a mile!
Yeah, if only I were a cat. of you!
I'll smash you!
Radiant Dance in the wind! Air frozen! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing divine!
Prepare to be sealed! No further!
Here's a healing arc!
Time to let it rip!
First aid! Lightning orb! Lunar raging cascade! A whirlwind! We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Can't handle me, can you?
First aid!
It's on! Ignite!
Far enough!
You're spicier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic. Sure thing.
Make it rain!
Barely a blip on our radar. This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one? What is it? In a bind?
Take Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Holy light!
My head's spinning from
Appreciate the help. I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Come and face me!
Can't get out of this!
Ready to go! Illuminate the dark! Have fun!
Armor won't save you!
By the power of water! Here goes! Radiant light! Here!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Mega Strike!
Lightning descent! Thunderblade!
Lightning strike! Look sharp!
Divine I'll never miss!
Ready and wheel!
Now you see what I can do!
Hurricane flight! You get the gist! Divine! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Radiant here! Look sharp! We won that by a mile!
Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
An opponent like this should be easy.
All disasters day one!
Now or never.
Reload!
Can't get out of this!
Rising Viper!
Not on my watch!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Again!
Finish it!
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more. Shut!
Well done!
This one's mine!
Thunder field! Blizzard
Rising
It's
Wyvern!
showtime!
Finish it, Yohalim!
All yours, Kisara.
I've been doing really great lately.
Out of our way!
Far enough!
Dance in the wind! Air ready! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! A whirling struggle. The flashing part's their weak point.
Prepare to be seen. In a bind.
Illuminate the circle! Loud! Holy light! Too much to handle? A chain with...
I'll smack you!
Time to shine!
Make it rain!
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more. Shut!
Well done! Where are you going?
Glacial!
Whew, looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it. Crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, you'll be... nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny.
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them continue.
Will this help? All disasters be one! Helix of fury!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Arno! Freeze Lancer! In your dreams! Go for the weak point! Raging
Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Gemini Ultra!
Ignite!
Mono Ray! Raging Hurricane Strike! Lightning
Can't get out of sight!
Do it! Raise it! Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
I won't forgive you! Here's the I'll heal you all!
Ready and raring.
I'll smash you! Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Inferno crossing! To the flame! Shooting star! Hurricane strike! Lightning strike! Let the marksman handle illuminate the dark! Lead us to the line if I do! Far enough!
Sonic thrust!
Do it! Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
The heavens must be smiling.
Seriously?
Take this!
Is this a joke?
Come on, come on!
How about this?
Double demon blast!
Here, let me help.
Ready and ready! Now you see what I can do! Showtime! Rising
Now
focus!
you've gone and ticked me off.
Be still! I can carve through armor!
Here, make it rain.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Radiant Supernova!
Rising
Do it!
focus!
Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer.
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Do you require a hand?
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it!
Take this!
Hurricane strike!
Jen, this is not a good dream! Purge Malevolence!
Their arts were interrupted!
Sleep now. More from the stockpile!
Take this!
More where that came from!
Here goes!
I will heal you all!
This one's all mine! This one's mine!
Down! You're
Take
all
this!
Here! Can't be squashed!
In a vine?
Back into
You're mine! Demon Fang!
Piercing roar!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Done! I'll leave it to you! Double Demon Fang!
Change between heaven and earth!
Glacial Sphere! Here's evil!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll smash you!
Hurricane
Take this!
Lightning
Eternal
strike!
Devastation!
this!
Keep up your fighting!
It's on!
Up and at 'em, let's go!
Burn in hell!
It's weakened!
Finish it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Rising water!
Hurricane Thrust! Rising Phoenix!
Photon Spartan
Now or
Meteor!
never! Double
I
Demon
will
Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang!
Lava
Double Demon
Armor won't
Fang!
save you!
Tiger
Demon
Fang!
Fang!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Surrender!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
I can carve through armor!
Here, let me help. Arch required.
Appreciate the help! No further!
Here I come!
Thunder! Not on
Glacial
my
Spear!
watch.
Here I
Here's
come!
evil!
Inferno crossing!
Raining
Internal
Damage! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here, let me help. First aid! What would I do without you?
I can handle it. Here come more.
You'll just have to keep fighting.
Water! Here
The enemy wields arts too.
No one play about that!
Radiant Pierce! I'm out of ammo! This one's mine!
Rising Zip!
Think again!
Ready and ready!
I'll heal you all!
In a box!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Redwell!
I'm not scared! I'm taking too much damage!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
I'll heal you
Rising
all!
Wyvern!
Hurricane
Arch Seal! Not on my watch! Not in your dreams!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
I'll heal you all! Healing circle! Poodle!
No! Back into the fray!
Torrent!
Resuscitation!
Pierce through its arm! Burn in hell!
Far enough!
Here I come!
Prepare to be sealed!
Finish
Let's get
it!
you all tucked away!
Eat dirt!
Here, let me help!
First aid!
Okay, here I go!
Reinforcements incoming.
Not a problem!
No further!
Inferno
Illuminate this arch
Burn in hell!
My head's spinning
Don't
just
mind if I
watching
do.
you.
Tiger Blade!
Hey, one at a time!
Let me help!
You're mine!
Hurricane Shield! Close one!
Far enough!
Hydration orb! Lightning condemned! Thunder!
Take this!
Power won't save you!
Can't be happening!
You'll pay for that!
Hurricane Take this! Blizzard Bloom!
Take this!
Arch Seal!
Now my clothes are ruined.
This one's all mine!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
I'm ready to take this! I'll smash you!
What? Here I go!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Will this help? Raging Cascade! Sleep now! More for the stockpile! Thanks so much! Close one!
Take this! In a bind?
Water Astral Energy!
Light up the dark!
Healing Circle! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! A chain between heaven and earth!
Far enough!
A wheel of Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done! Art Anchor coming through! Magic is there! Sleep now!
Anything in armor is all mine! This one's mine!
Thunder Field! Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Do it!
One Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Will this help? The flames will...
It's time!
Thunder Field! Raging Cascade! Spread!
All right. Now where was I?
It's on!
Here goes! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Take this!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Open!
Just what? That's enough! Go back down! Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
I got it!
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Еще раз пройду.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here. Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Out of our way!
A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing healing lightning!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Didn't even break a sweat.
What's on the other side of this door, anyway?
Why ask me when you can just open it and find out?
This is...
This is...
Right.
Kisara. Oh.
Wow!
Nice one, Alvin.
Thanks. Gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer Bologna.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Ну, хорошая вещь.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Да, значит 58 километров.
Did we really just spend that much money?
That came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised.
Сейчас в Кесаре отдохнуть.
Finally. flown with the wind to get here faster.
Yeah, if only I were a cat.
Little help!
I can carve through walls! Not today!
This one's mine! Not on my watch!
No further!
Radiant,
She up!
go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
By the power of
Flying
Deny!
freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healers of purity!
Rising one!
Maelstrom, spread!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Incineration wave!
Hold on to your arms! Here I come! Purge,
Okay, here I go.
There's too many of them!
Now or never.
Flare tornado!
A comfortable win.
Hi, Take this! I never miss! Like
No
after
armor
my
can
teeth.
stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Purge below!
In a vine! Do it!
Elton! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Go no further!
Eat dirt! I'll take you all off!
Holy liquid!
Nothing gets by me!
Radiant punch! Don't mind if I do! The flames will roar! Burning strike! Glad you have your uses!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Healing fire!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield is for. Get behind me!
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Eat this! Armor won't save you!
Come forth, the
I can
healers
carve
of
through
purity!
I can handle it. Far enough!
Finish this. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Radiant pierce!
Pierce through.
In a vine?
Lunar blast! Carve now! Cross blade!
Finish this.
A chain between... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Little help! And rend.
I'm on it! You're mine!
Lightning
Sword
orb!
rain
This
output!
one's mine!
a charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
See that?
That training's paying off.
Not today!
The airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you. Truly.
To stop you dying?
Chain between us.
Will this carve through one? Be still! Slice!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and
Out of our way!
Take this!
Healing circle!
I'll stop its charge!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be there.
Armor won't save
Like
you!
excellent ready! Where are you going? The flashing part's their weak point. Where's the healing arc?
In an instant!
There! A clean third!
Oh!
Now I'm real mad! Now you see what I can do!
Come forth, holy glitter! Here!
I'll finish you here! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
Hey, is that it over there?
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegus once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegus? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegus.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegus?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time. The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Sean. But tell me how... How is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why. But my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death.
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Lenins. Chose to fight with us, isn't it? While we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first. But ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis. when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens...
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
That's... too much. It's way too much.
When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion! Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this? It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope. Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... you're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands. So many clues. Yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Can't sleep?
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No. When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, And before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then, I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegus.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that! You're going to jinx us!
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegus and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
We'll be go-
Hey, Alvin!
You okay?
Is everyone about...
There's no one here. I wasn't expecting to welcome that, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Ren is Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city.
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is...
What in the world?
This being Renin territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior, too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What could be...
So, I've been wondering, do you think when...
Oh dear.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Well, we've canvassed the city for...
No one has the faintest idea what's happening.
You'd think that info would be...
Not to this extent.
Given everything that's
Yeah, that one guy even said Zoogle had stopped listening to him.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people... Nothing happens...
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about.
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while...
Without the lords or... That's a pretty big dominion for one person to...
The points you make are valid. Though I come to think of it, I know nothing of the... Shion, have...
No,
Neither have I. In which case...
Hold up, what are you getting?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, It's possible that no one on Lenegis...
But what about trade and communication?
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly.
But I thought you said that... What if something were to happen to the city?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign... But Sovereign is also the...
Whoever wins the... thereafter. That... As for how Volron factors into all this...
3 centuries ago, 300 years later, That's not the only thing.
I didn't realize Renan suppressed the...
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name? With nobody left to run the show, I mean, there's...
But Dohalim was
Only current acting lords have...
Even if the other lords were...
I wonder what they'd think if they... Balsif, Ganabelt, now that I think of it. Aside from Dohalim...
Well, yeah, what to us Danans, they were just...
I know. But see...
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that... Every lord in their household, and luckily for us...
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from...
What?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Pardon me.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right to...
Ridiculous.
Okay.
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganath Harros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it,
There's something I just...
Doe?
Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Темная грива. У меня нет этого. Так, что выстрел пока. Такое себе.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elda Menancia. I command you.
Rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
I'll be saving him one! Flame of fury!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Glacial spear! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! A chain between heaven and earth! Will this a wailing banshee of lightning! Seal! Healing circle! More for the stockpile! Firmament render! That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Dance in the wind! Where are you going? Air thrust!
Can't get out of this!
We're not finished!
Will this help?
Watch this!
Ready up!
Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
First try!
I'll heal you all!
Finish it!
Illuminate the...
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Will this help?
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Healing circle! Thanks so much! Blaze one finish! Here's Subo! Photon dance in the wind! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for...
They weren't in the least bit fazed by...
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as... And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers in...
I've never seen anything...
Maybe someone doesn't want us here.
Well, with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron.
Lightning contender! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divide fate! A whirling struggle!
In an instant! Impact clock!
Far beyond the darkest dark!
Take this!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Freezing storm!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Do it! Lost! Demon's descent!
Flashing bang!
Firmament render!
Armor won't save you! Eat this!
Arrow ball!
Sonic throw!
I'm on a roll!
Rending block!
Healing circle!
I'm on it!
Raging storm!
You're mine!
Tunnel! Radiant fire!
There's always room for improvement.
кстати, темная грива у меня есть, это потерянный выпуск. А, мне вот ей еще надо темную гриву.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Тогда сейчас сделаем. Не парятся по оружию.
Go no further! Where are you going?
No further! Flush!
These ones can run rings around us!
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Illuminate the dark! Tornado! A freezing land! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing Gantia light! Divine peace! Magic and
Take this!
And a death!
Smash you! Easy and small to me. Yeah! And ugly to me!
Holy land!
Fall dance!
A flower law! Divine peace! You get the gift! Do it! Sleep now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Illuminate the dark! Annihilation! Holy flame! Holy land! A chain between heaven and earth! Water! Hear my call! A wailing Gantia lightning! Here goes! A whirling struggle!
Take this! In a bind?
Healing circle!
Swallow dance!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Мы сможем.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
If it's in the sky, it's mine! That'll bring
Your
you down!
reflexes will not serve you well
Armor
here.
won't save you!
Lightning of raging cascade! Spread! Dance in the wind! Air Falcon! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Radiant
Please continue to me!
It's too fast!
Stand back!
Look it up!
Denied!
I'm out of ammo!
Sure.
Hope this works!
Allow me to help you. Take this!
By the power of
In a vine!
Finish without a trace! Firmament Render!
Everlasting
Finish this! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
We can really make weapons with this?
I won't forgive you!
In a vine!
Excited!
Rising Wyvern!
Smash you!
Lightning! Not on my watch!
Be
Downfall!
still!
Blazing storm! Dance in the wind! Air drop back into the flame between heaven and earth!
To be let free!
A wailing dancing lightning!
Ready to go!
Lightning!
Far enough!
Downfall! Radiant pierce! Here's a heat club! Magic in hand! Air drop! Blah blah blah!
No further!
Lightning!
Shattering the
This one's mine!
Attack us! Armor won't save you!
Cyclone! You get the gist! Leave it out! I'll be saving for you! Lightning! Downfall!
Megasonic
Where that came from!
Eat dirt!
I would have! Not in your dreams! I'll heal you all!
Wind!
Lightning orb! Healing circle! Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
I'm grateful.
I'll smash you!
I'm not done! Raining flash!
Our art is being interrupted.
Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Incineration
Light
wave!
attack! Blah blah!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Chinese Supernova!
This one's all mine!
Here's evil! Hydration orb! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! A chain between heaven and earth! Art seal! Think the will bring you down!
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you!
Move it around the wind! Air thrust! A whirling struggle! Do it! Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright mood. Shiny mood.
Go no further!
Resonate with the earth!
Searing flame! Below! Raging cascade! Feel!
Not today!
You think that shield will save you?
Take this!
Here comes!
Leave the charges to me.
Finish it!
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
It's all too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Feel!
Demon
Ice
Tank!
tornado over the stockpile!
Eternal
Infinity! Gasoline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Firmament Render!
You
require
Arrow Swarm!
No further!
Now for something
Finish it! Look sharp!
Lightning Thunderblade!
I can feel my power growing! Right, here goes!
You got
Demon Tank!
Not in your dreams!
This one's all
This
mine!
one's mine! Thanks so much!
This one's mine! I will show you any mercy!
You do the
Now
same for
you'll
me.
learn.
Gale Force!
Rising
Purge! Blah blah blah! Magic! First aid! Laser! Blah blah blah! Inner laser! Radiant Pierce! This one! Far beyond the darkest sky! I charge lightning! Ready to go here! Here's evil! Shut it down! You want to handle?
You picked the wrong
More
fight!
where that came from! Sleep now! Hear my call!
Take this!
More for the stockpile! Break your fear! I can do it!
Engulfs you! In an instant! Impact block!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard?
I won't forgive you!
Can't get out of this!
Annihilation!
I can carve through all! Tempest!
Radiant
Time to cross blades!
Radiant Pierce!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Finish without a trace! Divine State dance in the wind! Air thrust!
A whirling struggle! Not today!
Winds of heaven! This one's mine! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one! By the power of
Can't get out of this!
where that came from! I can handle it! Lunar corruption! Holy Land!
I'll smash you!
Back into the fray!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Divine State! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! A whirling struggle! Winds of here!
Burn in hell!
On your
I'll be saving this one!
air pressure! Here I come! Rending you apart!
Lightning orb! Dark field! Lunar corruption! Light astral illuminate the dark!
No further!
Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Take this! I'll thank you!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Dance in the wind!
Feel my weary
In here! Healing I'll be saving this one! Annihilation! Eat that'll bring you down! Denied! I'll be saving this one! Magic
Feel my weary
is
companion!
Free Lancer! Now with the success! Air thrust!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Running thrust!
Take the blazing
Can't get out of
cascade!
this!
Dragon
Into the
Swarm!
shadows! Magic attack!
Shattering pieces! Everlasting dark! Eagle ray!
Divine State! You get the gist! Air thrust! Photon
I'm ready!
Rising! Astral energy!
Say no more.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Hey, what do you say we fight that?
I have a bad feeling about
Radiant
this.
light! Force of regeneration!
A whirling struggle.
Regenerate!
Winds of heaven! First
Don't
force!
suffer in silence!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf! In here! I'm all stocked up! More for the stockpile!
Double Demon Fang!
Raise your fear! Here's the evil one! Freeze Laser!
Take this! Now you see what I can do! Captivity!
Rising Light!
Take this!
Hard
No further!
Arctic waterfall! Where are you going? In here! Do it!
Alpha!
In an instant! Impact block!
Shine! Radiant
Dance
light!
in the wind!
Of regeneration!
Tail! Not on my watch!
Regenerate!
More with that
suffer in
stride! A whirling storm! Winds of heaven! First cyclone! Magic attack! Air thrust!
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Onward and upward.
courteous, aren't you?
Can't get out of this! Go, You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Gemini Aqua!
I'll thank you!
Annihilate! I'm the true gunslinger around here! Florida!
Struck! Here I come!
Another incantation brewing.
Demon Land!
Magic is
Finish
in!
this! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Shine! Radiant Light!
You're
mine! Regeneration! This one's mine!
Lightning orb! Ready!
Can't get out of this!
Not in your dreams!
Win!
There! Go!
Devastation!
Thunder field!
Negative one!
Archaic waterfall!
Onward and upward.
Get lost!
I see one, eh?
I never miss!
Regenerate won't save you! Don't suffer in silence. I'm going in.
Radiant Spear! Sparkling stars of
Nothing gets by. Time to let it rip.
Florida!
This one's mine. Rending your aura. This is bloody howling.
Meteor storm! A chain between heaven and here goes!
You're mine.
My watch!
Bloody howling.
Shine! Photon, lightning to death! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark!
Allow me to help.
Come forward! I'll heal you all!
This one's mine.
Healing ray!
No further. An astral art?
Thanks, that's my cue!
Shut him down. Now you see what I can do. I'm ready.
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Lightning to death!
Radiant
Freezing storm! Illuminate the dark! Holy land! A chain between heaven and earth! With this, I can become even stronger!
Денег у меня вообще-то нет. Ну, зато я здесь закупился. Ну, да, конечно, лучше. Тоже
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alvin.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, Why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people. If we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, You always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.